In this piano tutorial, we'll be learning how to play the song Holy Spirit by Jesus Culture in the key of D major. And this song was requested through the comments section, so feel free to leave any song requests down below. Now, like always, I'll be sharing some different gospel or jazz chord substitutions and passing chords, okay? So let's go through the basic chords of the song, right? We start off on the 1. There's nothing worth more that will ever come close. We go to the 4, and that's basically it, right? We go back to the 1. Your presence, Lord. Sometimes it includes a 2, and then we're back to the 1. I've tasted and seen, right? And then the chorus of the song, believe it or not, it's basically the same thing. So we play Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Da, 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 to be overcome by your presence, Lord. Right? And that's basically the whole song, except for the bridge, which I'll get into later, okay? So in this part of the song, what we can do is change up the chord qualities that we already have. So what I like to do is add the 2, which is the E in this case. There's nothing worth more. And then to get to the 4, we have different options. We can use the 1/3 chord, right? This D major add 2 over F sharp. And this chord actually comes from this chord, right? D major add 2 with the octave, and all I did was drop the F sharp an octave down, right? So there's nothing worth more that can never come close, right? That's a passing chord, one of the options that we have. We can even do a 5-1-4 progression, which is another way to get to the 4 from the 1. So, but I like to do it more towards the part that says your presence, Lord. So let's move on into that part. So nothing can compare. You're our living hope, right? In this part, we go your presence, right? 5-1, and this one is more of an altered voicing, right? A D7 flat 9. Presence, Lord, and then we get to the 4, right? So for this 4 chord, we have different options. One of them is this G major 7 or a G major 9, more towards the beginning, right? And the reason why I say more towards the beginning is because this voicing right here actually follows the melody of the song in that beginning portion, right? There's nothing worth more that could ever come close, right? So G major 9 here, nothing can compare. You're our living hope. Your presence, Lord, right? And here we play a G major 7. Now, like I said, occasionally we can play a 2 chord between the 4 and the 1, right? So your presence, Lord, right? In this case, I'm playing an E minor 9. And the reason why this 2 can be substituted for the 4 is basically if we analyze the 2 chord and the 4 chord, it has 2 notes in common. So usually when we substitute either a 4 for the 2 or 2 for the 4, it tends to work out in the song, right? So let's move on into the chorus of the song, which again, it's basically the same thing. Holy Spirit, you are well. But here I like to do a 2-3-4 progression. So you are welcome here. and then we get to the 4. Come flood this place. But instead of going directly to the 2 chord, right? Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. I like using the 5th of the destination chord, right? The destination chord in this case is a E minor. So I use B, which is the 5th of E minor, as a passing chord to get to E minor. So once again, come flood this place and fill, right? We play this B. It can either be a B minor 9, a B minor 7, or even just a B 9 sus 4, which is an A over B, right? So come flood this place and fill the air. Then we get to this 2 chord, and again, if we want to maintain the melody, we can play it like this, right? E minor 9th voicing or E minor 11th voicing. So come flood the air. And then we can again substitute the 2 for the 4. So the atmosphere. We go back to the 4. Your glory, God, is what our heart longs for. Again, I'm doing a 2, 3, 4 progression, but slightly different. In this case, the 2, I voice it as a C over E, right? A flat 7 over E. And then a 1 over 3 to be overcome by your presence, Lord. Now here, instead of staying on the 2, I like bringing it to the 5 because the next chord is a 1, right? Once the chorus repeats, we go back to the 1. So this 5 serves as a passing chord to the 1. So by your presence, Lord. And this 5 is voiced as an A7 sus 4 flat 9. In other words, it's basically a G minor 6 with an A on the bass, right? And if you want to double up on the octave for the E, you can include it as well. So by your presence, Lord. And then we're back to the 1. But let's move on into the bridge of the song, which is actually my favorite part of the song. It goes from the 4, let us become, to the 3, more aware, to the 2, of your presence, back to the 3. Da 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 da, right? If we want to keep it simple, we can play like this: G major 9, D major add 2 over F sharp, E minor 9, back to the D major, also we can include passing chords in between these chords, so something like this: let us become more aware of your presence, right? What I did here was include a passing chord before the 2 and a passing chord before the 4. So I played let us become 3, then I played a 6, again the 5th of the destination chord, which is a 2, right? So let us become more aware of your presence. Then here I played again a passing chord by using the 5th of the destination chord, in this case the 5th of G, which is D, but I voiced it as a D 13th flat 9, right? And this chord is basically a D7 where we add the 6 up here and we also include a flat 9 down here, right? Let us become more aware of your presence. Da 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 da. Right? But there's also a different progression, very more expansive, actually done by Recording Collective, the rendition to the same song, and it sounds something like this, and I'm going to explain it after I play it. So they included a bunch of chords in between this simple progression. So it goes in the part that goes, let us become more aware of your presence. Let us experience the glory of. Instead of going to the 3 of your goodness, they went to the 1. So let us experience the glory of your goodness. Let us become, right? So it goes to the 1, then the 2, then the 3, then the 4. We're basically up the scale. Then the 5, then the 6, and then back to the 3, right? So let us experience the glory of your goodness. Let us become more aware of your presence. But let's get into the voicings that are used here. It's basically almost as a drop 2 voicing, where we're just playing this chord, this D major, and we form it into a D major 7. So we start here, then we go to the 2, which is in the same voicing. Then for the 3, instead of making it a minor, they make it a 1 over 3, right? So 1, 2, 1 over 3, then a 4 in the same voicing as the 1 and the 2. So then a 5, then a 6, but the 6 again, instead of being minor, they make it into a 4 over 6, right? And then we're back to the 3 chord. Alright, so that's basically the whole song, and what I want to do now is play it without any interruptions, slightly improvised. That way you guys can take something else away from this section of the video, okay?